Madness and baggy trousers. So there's probably not very many of us with baggy trousers at the moment. Well, apart from maybe one man who I can speak with next on the programme, because he's you could say he's been working out, and he's probably fitter now than he's ever been. Been lots of people on the roads over the last few days driving home to see their families, but one man, it was a very long journey to go and see his mum in Stoke. We spoke to him just before he set off at 8 a.m. on the 21st of December from London, and he arrived at his mum's house in Staffordshire on Christmas Eve. And it's Simon Whitehouse. Morning, Simon.
Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I imagine you're the only one with baggy trousers these days.
Yeah, exactly.
You've probably worked a bit off.
Yeah, Madness was a good one. Good introduction for it.
Well, some might call it madness, and I'll be honest with you, if I was asked to go from London to Stoke under my own steam, I might be a little bit concerned as well. Tell us what you did.
The plan was for me to run. That was always the objective. I got injured in training, so a friend of mine from America, Marathon Mike, stepped in to do the running while I would bike with him. So we set off 8 o'clock on Saturday morning, and Mike, he ran and, intermittently walked, but basically ran like 100 miles, which took about 29 hours. And we underestimated mud, like there was inches and inches of mud, and we underestimated it was actually the shortest day of the year on the Saturday. So we had 15 hours of darkness. So we were wearing these headlamps looking down, so we strained all the muscles in our neck and shoulders because we were just constantly had our heads down while he was running and I was on the bike with him, or we were both walking through the quicksand of mud for 15 hours. Yeah, it was crazy.
You realise these days there are buses and trains.
I know, exactly. Yeah. Although most of them were working apparently anyway. So
that's it. You may have beaten some people to it. Yeah. If you throw Gatwick into the situation as well, then I think you may well have definitely beaten people to it.
Yeah.
There was a reason as to why you were doing all this. Tell us why.
Absolutely. Yeah. My reason was to raise money for the charity Mind. And in particular North Staff's Mind, who do the local work for the people who suffer with mental illness in Staffordshire. And Mike, he was doing it for a beautiful organisation called Shine on Sierra Leone, which helps the children over there.
Why did you pick your charity?
My brother, he had a breakdown a long time ago, 20 odd years ago, and me personally, I suffered a bout of depression after our father died in 2006. So Mind helped us a lot through that, and they do some incredible work, and there's still a lot of stigma around mental illness that needs to be broken down. So the more people that just come out and voice it and say, I live with it, so what? There's some amazing, incredible minds and human beings. You look through history with Churchill and, many people who have suffered from depression and other mental illnesses. And, a lot of the time, you can just continue and lead not just an ordinary life, but sometimes an extraordinary life. So my message was, it's okay not to be okay.
Do you think you've got to do something on this scale to really give yourself the time and the impetus to think fully about the implications of why you're doing it? Because there you are, you mentioned battling through mud and what was like effectively quicksand and the rain and the wind and the elements. And I suppose when you're battling against that, it gives you that kind of, this is why I'm doing it, doesn't it?
Yeah, you do not quit. You do not quit. Everybody faces challenges in their life, and the most important thing is to not give in. Never, 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 never give in. Even, Mike during the time, he had a scraped on his hand and thick black marker. Never, never, never give in.
How many punctures did you have?
One. There was one trauma on the Saturday night. And Mike, he damaged all the tendons and ligaments because he was basically slipping. He couldn't run. He was slipping. Like actually slipping through the mud for 29 hours.
Which I would imagine puts even more stress on the...
So, yeah, you're using different ligaments and tendons, so he damaged all of those. So it got to the point when we were 29 hours in, I basically finished it off on road for the last 12 hours. So I went for 41 hours non-stop.
But you did it. That's the main thing.
We did it, you know, and we both battled. We had very severe hypothermia several times. We both had meltdowns. You know, you reach the point of exhaustion. This is a point about ultra running and doing these endurance things as well. That, you know, you guaranteed you reach a point where you have exhaustion. So it's a question of, you know, can you stand up? Because you will be on your knees. And me, I find this a beautiful metaphor for life. You know, every single person has times in their life where they're on their hands and knees and they're wondering if they can carry on. But somewhere you need to find the strength of will to just stand up.
It's the human spirit, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, you're a busy man anyway. I mean, you're the director of a big fashion company. So was it, you know, it's not like you're you know, sitting around twiddling your thumbs.
We're doing our best, you know. Even Mike, he's got his own hedge fund in New York, so we're both working minimum 12 hours a day, often 14, 16 hours a day. So all the donations that we receive to his CrowdRise page and my Just Giving page, it goes directly to the charities. You know, the costs we pay for all of our costs. We do all of the kind of promotion work for it in completely our spare time, often in the middle of the night and definitely through the weekend.
I'm just wondering why you found the time to do the training for it, because it's not the kind of thing you can do lightly, this, is it?
Through the night.
Was it?
Sometimes through the night.
Wow.
No, I'm serious, yeah. Sometimes actually through the night on a weekend. Not during the week, obviously, because of work, but on the weekend, sometimes through the night.
Did you? Do you know how much you've raised so far, or not?
So far, if you look on the pages online, you see about in total about 15,000, but we've also got some offline checks. So at the moment we're about 35,000.
Well
it's
done.
Still rising.
Well done, you.
Yeah. So you can see, anybody can see photos and videos of it if they follow the hashtag Simon's Rocky Road. You can see all the photos and videos and get the links to the Just Giving and donation pages.
Simon, well done. You should rightly feel very proud of your achievement and the money you've raised for a couple of good causes there. And I dare say that when you got home to see Mum, there was a nice plate of food ready for Christmas.
Oh my God, yeah, we ourselves the last few days, yeah, it was brilliant.
Great stuff. Cheers, thank you for keeping us involved and telling us your story along the route. It's been good to hear from you.
No, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And the same to you. Take care. Simon Whitehouse there. What an achievement. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And really battling through the pain barrier to do it as well.